So it's been a week. And by it's been a week, I don't mean it's literally been a week, because I'm terrible at remembering to actually upload my videos. I take them and then I forget them, and then they end up being uploaded in giant waves, which is my bad, y'all. Anyway, it's been a week of lots of things. Hi, girls. Bardrock's, Bluey. This is a Twister sister. This is one of Bluey's two girls that look very similar. The other two are, there's one right there, and then this is Nader. So the Twister sisters and Nader, because they were all born during a tornado and around it. Bluey is Mr. Interrupter as usual. But anyway, so it's been a week. We had some ducks. You can see that you can sort of see they're just white slits in this pond, in our duck pond over there, which is really just a glorified pool. Anyway, we got ducks because their previous owner could not care for them, and I always wanted Pekings. So this actually is the best of both worlds, because I get Pekings and I don't have to raise baby ducks. They're super cute, but like, ooh. And then so I've been known, because, their owner couldn't care for them, so we got them, because people know us as the chicken people, and they know me as the homestead lady, which tells you a lot, because I'm still, very ignorant. Anyway, we had somebody find out that I am that, and that her chicken has bumblefoot. So I got to do bumblefoot surgery on another chicken that is not mine. I had to do bumblefoot surgery on Silvally, my duck, who you can't see, but she's this little tiny black dot. Now, she doesn't walk anymore, and no, I did not cause that. What happened is, she's been accident prone several times. The first time, she was overmated by bad ratio of males to females, and she injured herself. So we handled the drakes and, nutritional yeast, brewer's yeast, solitary confinement, poultry booster, hydro hen. She got back on her feet, and then she got attacked by a raccoon very shortly after, what we think is a raccoon, very shortly after recovering. And then she had another mystery injury. Her foot swole up. So I was like, oh crap, we have bumblefoot. And I don't know how to do this on ducks, because this is my first duck bumblefoot. Well, I still tried to, pick off the black scab first, soak her foot in Epsom salt and warm water for 15 minutes. Did that. Picked off the scab, squeezed out as much pus as I could, and then there were the stringy runner things that's part of the infection. Got all that out. She didn't improve at all. And now it's criminal to buy antibiotics for your birds over the counter without a veterinary prescription. Thank you, government and insurance moguls. But that's just how it is. So we had to struggle to find a vet. Well, most vets don't see quote-unquote exotics. They don't want anything to do with your chickens, which is a damn shame, because they're criminalizing buying their medicine. But I managed to find one who was decently priced and sort of local. So that worked out for the best. They saw her, and apparently my duck does not have bumblefoot. He found out the current... Oh, she's so beautiful. Twister sister hunting with a tail flick. Beautiful. But anyway, so they did a palpation of her leg before they did any kind of cutting. Found out that she has zero muscle mass in any part of her leg whatsoever. He was like, that's very odd. And then you listen to the string of events, and she's just leg accident prone. So he did not a biopsy, because he didn't send in this stuff, but he did cut open her leg to see what was swelling, and it was just pouring blood everywhere. And then there were weird chunky fleshy bits. So to his best guess, he said, I think your duck has cancerous tumors. Now, whether they're benign or malignant, we can't know unless we send in that information. And I was like, holy shit, my duck has cancer? It was really weird. But he said, you can give her antibiotics, you can give her anti-inflammatories. There's no guarantee that those will work, in terms of long-term for her, because she has no muscle mass in her leg. You see the chicken thighs that have the meaty part and then the skinny part. Hers is all just, it's like a slab of very skinny, I don't even know what, but it's there's nothing there, because he's feel this. I was like, oh my god, it's weird. But so my duck has cancer, the one way over there laying down. We're basically waiting for our little white ducks to be ready for Kirihi, because they're still not quite ready for mating. But so we're waiting for them, because Silvally's just having a hard time. She's still sweet. If I walk up to her, she still dips her head and she still talks to you and she still wants to, chat and hang out. She can't really get around very easily. So we're thinking of doing some a quality of life culling, basically, just because it's going to be hot soon. I don't want her to fry in the Texas summer, because my gosh, if you can't run and escape to some shade, you're just poor baby. In other news, I did bumblefoot surgery on, you'll see my 2 leghorns here, right there. I gave 2 away with some other girls and also Opal to start a flock. One of them came back with bumblefoot surgery because despite how ignorant and baby steps I still am, I'm more experienced than a lot of the people around me who are getting chickens. Like, we don't have the local chicken lady. I've grown into that apparently because there's nobody around us who knows like chickens. So I was like, okay, cool. So we did bumblefoot surgery on a leghorn. I think I mentioned that already. I am super out of it. The Texas like you can almost see in the air the pollen. It's just ridiculous. Also, I don't sound like a person. I sound like a frog. So that's cool. Anyway, another cool bit of information that's happened. Oh, let me get up out of the grass and wipe it all off my butt. We have another coop. I posted a short about it. It got painted. It's red like this one. But now they have barn paint at Home Depot, which is great. We have 2 waves of babies. We have these ones, all of my little salmons, and they're out during the day. They stay in this otherwise. We have 8 new hen boxes, so 8 of those. And on the inside, during the day, are the babies. My mother's rooster just passed away, unfortunately, after apparently an impacted crop. And this right here is Petrie, so named by my sister. Today is her birthday. So Petrie is the only piece left of that rooster in the world. My mom called me at 10 in the night and was like, hey, do you want to try surgery on a chicken? I was like, what, you got bumblefoot? And she said, no. Excuse me, this is loud. I said, no, not particularly. I don't want to do surgery. Because it turns out he has a crop infection, like an impacted crop, and like to the point where it's bad. He can't breathe. He's having a hard time. But like she was asking me, what's the symptom? What's the symptom? And I have almost 40 something chickens. So it's hard to say because there's, the signs of beginning impacted crop or, malaise and a lot of general symptoms. So it's hard to say for sure. And I haven't had one of those. So, she's calling me and I don't know what the heck's going on. But she ends up finding it and, she tries to handle it herself because it's an emergency situation. He can't even stand. So then, he ended up passing away, unfortunately, which is a shame. I mean, he was an asshole, but he was a good chicken husband. So I offered her Dot, who is not on camera. No, yeah, there he is. He's over there. That's Bluey's son. Big old bar dog boy. He's very sweet. He's just, I don't need another rooster. I want all babies to be Blueys for this generation. And that's just, all 3 of his daughters are right under him. He's so freaking beautiful. Oh my God. I love all of the Orpington mixes. Like all 3 of them. Like one of them is a Wyandotte mix. One of the Twister sisters, she's Goldie, or not Goldie. Maple is in the background. They're shaking off. She's her daughter. And Maple's a jerk. I can't get anywhere near Maple. Maple's about to be a table bird. But, so the Orpington mix of the Wyandotte, Orpington is what we call it locally, or here at our house anyway. We have some Luggingtons on the way. But, oh, and for the husband's birthday, I was incubating duck eggs that should have hatched today, actually. Except one of them prematurely exploded in the incubator, and that was fun. That was horrifying, waking up at 6 in the morning to that smell, baking, rotting, exploded chicken, or exploded duck. So that didn't happen, but we'll do that again. And in that news, here's a box, but in the box, and no, it's not the song, is Wanda. So this is a broody duck. She's won't get off of her nest. She kind of hisses. If you come closer, I'll show you just once. Hi, baby. Well, she's usually very sweet, but she'll just open her mouth at you, and this is what she does. So this is a broody duck. So as of 2 days ago, she started brooding on 2 of her eggs, 1 of Sylvally's, and I slipped in a chicken egg in there, see if she'd accept it, and she did. So that's new. We have a broody duck. Yay! But yeah, it's been a week, been a long week, but there's not actually a lot going on. Everything's green, everything's great, and I hope you have a blessed day, guys.